Hello, welcome to Shareability Uganda. In this self-study lesson of P.4 Science, we want to understand digestion in birds. Remember, all birds have no teeth, so we want to understand how do they break down their food and how does it go through their digestive system or the alimentary canal. We shall look at digestion in birds, and then we shall also look at brooding and incubation in birds. Digestion is the breaking down of food into smaller particles. But as we said, birds have no teeth. So follow me along in this video as we understand how birds break down their food, or how digestion happens in birds. This is the alimentary canal of birds. It has parts or organisms like the gallbladder, small intestines, large intestines, the cloaca, the caeca, the gizzard. It has the liver, and then the proventriculus, the crop, the esophagus. Those are some of the most important parts of the alimentary canal of a bird. We can look at some functions of those parts. We have the beak or the bill. The bill is used by the bird to pick food. It is also used to break food into smaller particles or smaller pieces that can be swallowed, since the bird swallows food wholly, since it does not chew because it has no or it lacks teeth. We have another part, which is the gullet, which is used to carry food from the beak to the crop. The crop, its main function is to moisten food before it is passed through onto the stomach of the bird. The stomach then secretes digestive enzymes that mix with food. Then the gizzard contains small stones that grind the food into smaller particles. And then the small intestines is where the digestion finally takes place, where absorption of nutrients occurs. The colon is used to absorb water, or it's where water absorption takes place in a bird or a chicken or a cock. Then we have the caeca, which stores undigested food remains temporarily before they are passed onto as waste. Then the vent helps or allows the chicken to pass out waste. Let us look at incubation. Incubation simply refers to the process by which fertilized eggs are given favorable conditions in order to hatch into chicks or young hens or chickens. Favorable conditions necessary for eggs to hatch include good temperatures between 32 degrees to 98.5 degrees centigrade, and then relative humidity of 6 to 75, and also good ventilation or free circulation of air around the eggs. What are the reasons for some eggs, or why do some eggs of our birds fail to hatch into chicks? Some eggs fail to hatch into chicks because of the following points. If an egg has 2 yolks or double egg yolks, it will be very hard for it to hatch. In case an egg has an abnormal shape, and in case an egg is too small, it will be very hard for the chick to develop, or the egg yolk to develop and later hatch into a chick. Therefore, it will fail to hatch. When an egg has no airspace, some eggs are laid but without airspace. That type of egg will be very hard to hatch into a chick. If an egg has a soft eggshell, it will be hard. Remember that outer part, that hard coating of the egg, is what we call the eggshell. So if it is very soft, it will be very hard for that egg to hatch into a chick. The incubation period, or the period taken for an egg to incubate or to hatch into a chick. An incubation period is the time taken by an egg to hatch into a chick or a young chicken. I have provided here the incubation period of various birds, which include hens, ducks, turkey, geese and pigeons. You can pause the video and try to understand the different incubation periods of different birds that are kept domestically. This is an egg with the various parts as indicated: the egg yolk, ventline or membrane, air cell or air space, the chalaza, albumen, inner membrane, outer membrane, and the shell. Those are some of the most important parts of an egg. Then their functions: the eggshell protects the inner content of the egg. It is made out of mineral salt called calcium, and the chalaza balances the yolk in position to get equal temperature during incubation period. Then the yolk supplies food and mineral salts to the growing chick. When eaten, the yolk provides proteins to the human body. Then we have the albumen, which is the largest part of an egg. It supplies water and food values to the growing chick. It allows oxygen from the airspace to pass through the growing chick and carbon dioxide from the growing chick to diffuse into airspace. Types of incubation: we have natural incubation and artificial incubation. Natural incubation is where the brood hen provides all the necessary conditions as it sits on the eggs for 21 days, as we saw on the chart for the incubation period of a hen. So this hen will take 21 days sitting on the egg, providing the necessary temperature for hatching of the egg. A brood hen can incubate between 15 to 20 eggs at once. Advantages of natural incubation: little or no attention is paid to an incubating hen. Chicks get care from the mother hen, and it is cheap and easy to manage at the poultry farm by the poultry farmer. Disadvantages of natural incubation: few chicks can be hatched at once. The hen may get diseases and parasites at an early stage. The hen may not be good at incubation. Remember, some hens, most especially if it is the first time for a hen to lay eggs or to incubate, it will not have good experience at incubating. Therefore, some eggs will not be incubated well and will not hatch. Natural brooding is not very effective for commercial production. Why? Because it takes long, and some eggs may not be well covered by the hen, leading to failure of hatching. Artificial incubation is the type of incubation where the eggs are put inside an incubator to hatch into chicks. In an incubator, the conditions for hatching, like temperature, humidity, are maintained at a good level at all times, and they are constant. Therefore, there is high expectation of hatching of a good number of eggs. In the picture is an example of an artificial incubator. Advantages of artificial incubation include: many eggs can be hatched at once. It can be used for commercial purposes. Why? Because a good number of eggs can be hatched at once. It does not require the presence of a broody hen. Therefore, the broody hen can be used to lay more eggs, as these other eggs that it laid before are being incubated. Diseases can be easily controlled. Like I said in those previous videos, you can always pause the video, take a look at the activity, understand the questions, and reflect on what we have discussed. Disadvantages of artificial incubation: artificial incubation is expensive. It requires constant supervision. It needs a skilled expert or attention to look after it. Let us look at brooding. Brooding is a process of giving special care and attention to chicks below 8 weeks. Types of brooding include natural breeding and artificial breeding. Natural brooding is where the brooding hen cares for her chicks, and it provides chicks with security, warmth, and food. Advantages of natural brooding include the brooding hen provides the chicks with food other than the farmer. It saves the time of the farmer from expenses of buying artificial brooder. Natural brooding is cheap to the farmer. However, it has some other disadvantages, which include chicks can easily die if poorly protected. Chicks can easily be killed by wild animals like kites, eagles, wild cats, monitor lizards, amongst others. Artificial brooding is where the chicks are kept in a brooder. A brooder is a special structure where farmers keep their chicks below 8 weeks. We have various types of brooders, which may include an infrared lamp brooder, which is a brooder where the infrared lamp is used to provide heat and light energy to chicks below 8 weeks. Feeding and drinking troughs are kept inside the brooder. Litter is put on the floor to make chicks warm and more comfortable. This is a diagram of an infrared lamp brooder. You can see a young chick and a lamp, an infrared lamp providing temperature to the chicks. Advantages of an infrared lamp brooder include chicks are safe. Warmth is fully provided at constant temperatures. Chicks are protected from parasites and diseases and other wild animals. Chicks are given enough food and water. The litter poured on the floor makes the chicks feel more comfortable. However good it is, the infrared lamp brooder also has some disadvantages, which include being expensive to buy. There can be food poisoning. This system cannot be used in places where there is no electricity. So in case of electricity shutdown, the chicks are at a risk of dying, and therefore a farmer may lose a good number of chicks. It is difficult to control disease outbreak. In case of an outbreak of diseases, since these chicks are kept in one position or one place, the disease can easily spread from one chick to another, which will be very hard for the farmer to control. In case of power failure, like I said, many chicks will die of coldness. Number 2, we have a kerosene lamp brooder. In this system, a kerosene lamp is used to provide warmth and light. This lamp is put on a raised ground on the floor or lamp above the chicks. And we also have a charcoal brooder. This is a system where a charcoal stove is used to provide warmth and heat and light to the young chicks. Disadvantages of a charcoal brooder: it is cheap. Since charcoal is easily got, it can be used in rural areas where electricity cannot be easily accessed. Disadvantages of a charcoal brooder: it provides a lot of smoke. The litter poured on the floor can easily catch fire, and the whole poultry house will be on fire. Other examples of artificial brooders include hot water pipe brooder, gas brooder, but those are not usually used here in Uganda. Disadvantages of the above brooder: they are expensive to use. They require a lot of skills and knowledge to maintain. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Shabit Uganda. Please like the video to push the channel and subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you very much.